When I was a child, what I wanted to be was an NBA basketball player. I just didn't have the talent, or the height, or the shooting ability. That's all I was lacking. But that's really what I wanted to do. And actually, it was seventh grade. When I was in seventh grade, was when I knew I wanted to be in church work.
Build your kingdom here, let the darkness fear.
I grew up in North Dakota, but we were on the border, Fargo-Moorhead. Moorhead's on the Minnesota border. And so I always grew up kind of a Minnesotan in nature. I always grew up watching the Vikings and the Twins and 87 and 91 Twins. Who can forget those glorious days? And the missed field goals and all those things. So those are a deep part of kind of my history. Our whole side of the family is deep into Green Bay loyalty. So when I married her, I thought this was part of an outreach to try to convert her. And little did I know how hard that would be. And I mean, that is just a loyal fan base. But it is a fun conversation every time we get together. Well, mostly fun. My wife, Kristen, we've been married 27 years coming up in August. We're a team in this thing. And so anytime we go to a place, it's so important for us to saying, okay, is this where we're called to be? Not just the two of us, but as a family. So this was an exciting yes for both of us, to saying we believe this is where our family is next. When we walked in, it was exciting for us to see. I think at the time they were launching the forgiveness study, and what we love to see is there were volunteers all over the place that were talking with people, encouraging people, and that is my heart, equipping volunteers with the gifts that God's given them and setting them free to do ministry. And so to see that up front was really great. And then just the energy throughout the morning, like there was just a natural excitement for people to connect with each other. And that is really important in the church. That was a really significant moment for us. And then we've got 4 kids, and our oldest is John. He is a junior at UMD. And Johanna is technically she also is a junior at UMD, but she is a year younger than John. And then our third one is Ella, and she is a junior, will be a senior this next year. And then our Elijah, who is our 5th grader. And there's a little bit of space there. So after next year, he's got 6 years with Kristen and I. So pray for him. I think there are some changing and some shifts. I think culture is definitely different. When I grew up in ministry, what I knew ministry to be and kind of was trained in, there's things that have shifted and changed. Kind of like technology that just advances so quickly. Our culture is different. In particular, I think the younger generations are different. Like they think differently. They have different needs and wants and desires. And so I think one of the things is, how do you bridge the church that I knew growing up and the church that is the younger church? And so I think there's going to be a significant challenge of how do we in this next generation continue to transform and have great connections with our community. Which you'll learn this about me. Like, I love challenge. Challenge is the thing that starts getting me excited. But I think those are a couple really big ones.